Welcome back to Center Ring at the Circus, folks. I am your ringmaster, Sheepdog Smokey. Roger Stone asked judge to dismiss case, wants unredacted copy of Mueller report. Roger Stone is calling on a federal judge to dismiss charges against him stemming from special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe, while also demanding an unredacted copy of the final report. Stone's lawyers made the demands in a flurry of court motions filed Friday, days ahead of the expected release of a redacted copy of Mueller's report. Only by reviewing the full, unredacted Mueller report can Roger Stone be assured of his rights to due process, to compulsory process, to know the exculpatory evidence, to determine whether or not he is being selectively prosecuted, Stone's lawyers said. The special counsel report may be of political interest to many. It may be of commercial interest to others. It may be of public interest to some. But for Roger Stone, the special counsel's report is a matter of protecting his liberty. Stone, a longtime confidant of President Trump's, was indicted on January 24th on 7 counts, all related to the House Intelligence Committee's Russia probe. Stone is accused of making false statements about communications with associates and the Trump campaign regarding WikiLeaks. He is also accused of obstructing the committee's investigation and of witness tampering. Stone's indictment alleges that he tried to dissuade a witness, Randy Credico, from appearing before the intelligence panel. Mueller was unable to establish any conspiracy or collusion between the Trump campaign and Russian operatives. The Justice Department is expected to release his report early next week. Stone's lawyers argue that charges should be dismissed on the grounds that they involve a congressional proceeding and would require a formal congressional referral for the special counsel to prosecute. The attorneys assert that the Intelligence Committee did not formally refer Stone for prosecution. Stone has claimed that Credico, a left-wing activist, was a source for him regarding WikiLeaks' plans to release documents prior to the 2016 election. Credico has denied being a back-channel to Stone, but Stone has released text messages that show Credico provided insight into when WikiLeaks would release Clinton-related documents. Credico also told Stone that the documents would devastate the Clinton campaign. In one filing on Friday, Stone's attorneys cite Credico's September 7, 2018 testimony to the Mueller grand jury to make the case that Stone was selectively prosecuted. Stone's lawyers, who have been provided a transcript of Credico's testimony, allege Credico lied by denying having conversations with Stone about WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange prior to September 10, 2016. The lawyers claim that the text messages show Stone and Credico discussing Assange on August 19, 2016. Stone, 66, hopes to call Assange to testify at his trial, which is tentatively scheduled to start on November 5th. Stone believes that Assange will help his case by repeating his past claims that the pair have never met or communicated. Assange was indicted in the U.S. on Thursday on a charge that he conspired with Bradley Manning, to hack the Pentagon's classified computer networks. He was arrested and removed from the Ecuadorian embassy in London, where he had lived under asylum since 2012. Honestly, this is nothing more than political maneuvering. The special counsel had an indictment for Stone. The special counsel is not a court. They cannot prosecute. They can refer for indictment, which was done. Now, Stone was arrested in a harrowing pre-dawn raid, which of course CNN was on site to record the entirety of. And there is a lot of political maneuvering in charging Stone because they can't charge anyone else because there was no collusion. There was no obstruction of justice. There was nothing. If Credico truly had been texting Stone prior to the date they gave, I believe September 10th, 2016, then Credico is lying and Credico should be held to account for that. But very simply, this is not about Trump and Russia colluding. This is about Roger Stone supposedly knowing when things would happen, which he claims he did not. And to be honest, an unredacted copy of the Mueller report is not going to tell us anything about what Roger Stone did or did not know, according to what he told the committee. He should testify. Maybe he should request a polygraph. Lord knows that many people on the left are supposedly using them to prove that something did happen. What happened, we don't know. When, where, or who was involved, we don't know. But we know something happened. And now that Roger Stone is indicted, the left is screaming, just throw the book at him, just throw the book at him, and impeach Trump because Trump knows the man. It's insanity. This is not how court proceedings work. Roger Stone's lawyers are not government officials. They should not be provided with an unredacted copy of the report because Attorney General Barr has stated there's information in there that must be redacted according to United States law. I personally believe that a select committee of people in Congress, perhaps the judge in this case, should be offered the opportunity to review the 400-page document, but should be forced to swear publicly that they will not release any shred of what is inside it. If that happens, all of them are indicted for leaking classified information. Of course, they're going to scream and yell that they are government officials. They don't have to do this. And the AG can say under current U.S. law, it is illegal for anyone to release information that is protected under U.S. law. You will sign an affidavit stating that you understand you all will be prosecuted should anything leak. And if you are found to not have leaked, the charges will be dropped. Make them go on record and say, I don't have to follow the law. Show it to me now, and I'll leak what I want later because I'm not going to follow your law. They know that without being able to selectively leak excerpts from the Mueller report that out of context look bad, they have no chance in 2020. It's akin to the scene at the end of Iron Man 2, where Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes, may not be at the end, is asked to read a single paragraph out of his report. He openly asks, am I being asked to read a selection of my report out of context? And the idiots in Congress just read it, just read it. When he does, and then continues try to explain, he is cut off. So this would be the same as someone saying, in this paragraph, there is one half of one sentence that says, there was blah, blah, blah. But the continuing report says it was not collusion, it was not obstruction, it was not. But that half of a sentence, which may have started out as the Democratic National Party has alleged that there was blah, blah, blah. That would be the same as saying that half sentence that is out of context and does not let us know that this is an allegation that was made and later disproven, of course, disproves everything. Because we're only going to read what we want you to have. We're only going to release what we want you to have. The judge in this case has the authority to confer with Attorney General Barr or others that work for him who legally can review the unredacted report, and he can say, are Mr. Stone's assertions and claims that the report will exonerate him, are they true? And have that person swear under oath that they are or are not true. But this is counter to the goal of releasing 100% of the report unredacted to the entire world, which will release grand jury testimony and other information that AG Barr knows must not be released. And of course, the people who want it released don't care about current U.S. law. We're not going to see the end of this for any amount of time, it seems. And it's just amazing to me that people can just continue with the same thing over and over. We want the unredacted report. It's illegal. We want it, but it's illegal. But we want it. It's illegal, but we want it. It's illegal. And it's a back and forth. And then they go on the news and say it's a political move that they won't give us what we want. And someone says, but they said it's illegal. No, it's not. I say it's not illegal, so it's not illegal. Give it to me. We're watching people behave like spoiled brats and like tyrants. We're told, just obey us, do as I say, ignore the law, I am above the law. And then in the next breath, Trump believes he's above the law. No one in this country is above the law when they ignore that they've already just said they are. We're going to hopefully see the ultimate end of all of this somewhat soon. There are reports that this will come to a head sometime this calendar year. And if the reports are to be believed, they range everywhere from it's a nothing burger, no one will have anything happen to them, to it proves collusion among the Democrats to rig the election, and we're going to start seeing people just fall by the wayside. I honestly don't have a preference one way or the other. I have personal beliefs that certain people in Congress, and it's not all related or restricted to the Democratic Party, have violated their oaths of office and worse. And those people need to be held to account. The judge needs to tell Stone's lawyers, I will ensure that Mr. Stone is not denied any of his constitutional rights, but I am not going to order the Attorney General of the United States to release information that he cannot release under current U.S. law. Now sit down, your objection is overruled. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And I've talked long enough about this. Let me know what you think. Make sure to keep it classy, keep it civil, because as always, we do not learn from debate. I did that again. I need to get more rest. We do not learn from argument. We learn from debate. Also, please like and share this video and subscribe with notifications on so that you're the first to know of new content as it is posted. Until next time, though, everyone have a wonderful day.